Everyone is telling you to build muscle right now, and they're right. It's one of the best things you can do for your health long term. So you've been showing up, lifting consistently, sleeping your 8 hours, eating your protein, doing everything right. And yet, your recovery score is tanking or has flatlined in the 50s. Your HRV looks like it gave up on life. And your body feels like it needs a vacation from your vacation. Well, that was me. Honestly, that's still me on a bad week, and I thought I was weak or lazy or not trying hard enough, but none of that was true. Here's what was actually going on, and I think it'll sound familiar. Too much stress. You know, when you are trying to do all the things at the same time: the training, the corporate career, the family stuff, keeping up with social life, making real time for my partner, not just sitting in the same room on our phones. All of this while also trying to improve my recovery. Can you see the irony? Here's the truth. We are more stimulated, more overscheduled, and more online than any generation before us. And the standard advice of just sleep more on the weekend is not cutting it. All right, so the first thing I need to tell you is that recovery is not just about your training, and it's not just about sleep. It's about your total stress load. Everything counts. Think about it like a bucket. Your workouts pour into it, but so does your work deadline, your commute, the argument you had over text, the 4 coffees, the hour of doom scrolling before bed. All of it goes into the same bucket. Here's the thing. Your body does not distinguish between gym stress and life stress. Stress is stress. So when that bucket overflows, there is nothing left to do the repair work, nothing left to rebuild the muscle, nothing left to regulate your hormones. You're just running on fumes and calling it a normal week. This is why two people can follow the exact same training program and have completely different results. Their buckets are different sizes and they're pouring different stuff in. So here's the uncomfortable truth. You cannot train your way out of an overflowing bucket. You have to manage the whole thing. That's what recovery actually is. So I'm dedicating a 4-part series on recovery because let's be honest, we are not getting enough of it and could all use a little help. Each episode will focus on a different piece of the recovery puzzle. This first video is about the body. We're going through what recovery actually is, why women's bodies recover differently, and the practical changes that worked for me. Video 2 will be on mental stress, mindfulness, nervous system stuff, the psychological side that I think is the most underestimated piece of the whole puzzle. Video 3 will be on gadgets and therapies. I'm testing all of it so you don't have to spend your money finding out. And video 4 will be on food and supplements, what to eat, when, and the short list of things actually worth taking. So let's talk about the body. When you train hard, like really push it, you're creating damage, like actual tiny tears in the muscle fiber. That damage is the signal that tells your body we need to be stronger for next time. But, and this is the key bit, the damage signal and the repair response cannot happen at the same time. Your body needs the quiet after the storm to actually go in and rebuild. So if you're grinding hard 5, 6, 7 days a week with no real recovery built in, you are just sending the signal over and over again with no time to act on it. You're not getting stronger. You're getting worn down. The results don't happen in the gym. They happen after. When you sleep, when you rest, when you eat enough, the gym is just where you place the order. Recovery is where it gets delivered. Oh, and if you are a woman, did you know where you are in your cycle will affect your recovery capacity? Women's bodies are hormonally complex, and depending on where you are in it, your body's ability to train hard, recover fast, and feel good is genuinely different week to week. In the first half of your cycle, the follicular phase, roughly days 1 through 14, because estrogen is climbing, you tend to feel stronger, your recovery is faster, and your energy is up. This is your window to push hard and go heavy. Your body is literally more primed for it. In the second half, the luteal phase, the 2 weeks before your period, because progesterone rises, your body runs slightly warmer, and your perceived effort goes up even if the weight is the same. Sleep quality can also take a hit even when you're in bed for 8 hours, which explains why you can be logging 8 hours and still waking up feeling like you got 3. Honestly, this was such a revelation for me. Here's a little tip. Track your cycle next to your training. Not so you train less, please keep lifting, seriously, but so you can plan when to push and when to go easy. Now let's talk about HRV. This stands for heart rate variability. Because if you have a wearable, this number is either really motivating or it's ruining your mornings. So, here's the quick overview. Your heart doesn't beat in perfect time like a metronome. There are tiny variations between each beat. When you're well rested and calm, those variations are bigger, meaning your nervous system is flexible and adaptive. When you're stressed or depleted, they shrink, meaning your body is essentially locked in survival mode. Higher HRV generally means better recovery readiness. But here's what I really need you to hear. Your HRV is personal. My number and your number are not comparable. You're tracking your own baseline, not anyone else's. What actually matters is the trend over 7 days, not just yesterday's reading. If your scores have been consistently dropping for a week, that is your body screaming to slow down, please. Oh, and one thing the data is really clear on, even one alcoholic drink will drop most people's HRV by 10 to 20% the following day. And once you truly understand that, you will never unlearn it and will never look at alcohol the same way. For real. Okay, now here's the part you've been waiting for. The actual practical stuff. Number 1. I prioritized sleep consistency over sleep duration. Turns out your body's internal clock cares way more about when you sleep than how long. Same bedtime and same wake time. And yes, that means even weekends. And the result, my body just started working with me instead of against me, making it easier to fall asleep consistently each night and naturally wake up before my alarm. Plus, my deep sleep quality improved within 2 weeks. Deep sleep is when your body actually does the repair work. Miss that, and you miss the magic. I did a full episode on how to actually get more deep sleep, not just more hours, but better ones. I'll link it below because once you understand what's stealing your deep sleep, you genuinely cannot unsee it. Number 2, I got off my phone an hour before bed. The blue light suppresses melatonin, and the stimulation keeps your nervous system wired way longer than you think. I replaced it with reading, followed by 10 minutes of slow breathing, 4 counts in, 8 counts out, and my overnight HRV went up noticeably. That extended exhale activates the vagus nerve and literally shifts your body into recovery mode. It sounds too simple, but trust me, it works. Number 3, I stopped training hard in the week before my period and stopped feeling guilty about it. I still moved every day. I still lifted. I just dropped the intensity and stopped trying to push when my body was clearly not set up for it. My monthly HRV crash basically disappeared. Number 4, I added Zone 2 twice a week. This means genuinely easy movement, a pace where you can have a full conversation without catching your breath, not a workout. Easy. Zone 2 is one of the best kept secrets in recovery because it keeps blood moving, lowers cortisol, and supports the nervous system without adding any stress to the bucket. It actually helps drain the bucket. Oh, and if you can take that Zone 2 session outside, even better because getting 10 minutes of natural light in the morning is one of the simplest things you can do to reset your circadian rhythm, which loops right back to sleep quality, which loops right back to recovery. It's all connected. And this one habit quietly holds a lot of it together. Now, I know some of you are waiting for me to mention saunas and cold exposure. It's everywhere right now, and honestly, the science behind it is genuinely interesting. I'm saving the full breakdown for video 3 where we go deep on gadgets and therapies, because it deserves more than a one-liner. But yes, it's coming, and if you've been curious whether it's worth the suffering, spoiler, there are some real caveats. You'll want to watch that one. Number 5, I started doing proper deloads. Every 4 to 6 weeks, I take a week where I drop the training intensity by about 30 to 40%. Not because I'm tired, but as a planned thing. And every single time, I come back feeling noticeably better and lifting heavier. Your connective tissue, your nervous system, and your hormones need this break. It is not optional. So here's what my weekly structure looks like. 3 strength sessions, split into upper, then lower, and 1 for full body. 2 Zone 2 sessions, like easy rowing or cycling, 1 full rest day, not active recovery, actual rest, and 1 optional play day, something that brings you joy that just happens to involve movement, like dancing or a hike, and then every 4 to 6 weeks, a deload week with lighter loads. Still moving, letting everything catch up. That's it. So look, if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Recovery is not a reward for working hard. It's the mechanism that makes working hard actually possible. All right, now next up in this recovery series, we're going into mental stress and the mindfulness tools that help. Because the nervous system stuff, that's where so many of us are losing the game without realizing it. You will not want to miss it. I'll see you in part two. Bye bye.